thousands of people around the world are strapping cameras onto their head while they are doing the chores. At the same time, a factory in California is building a humanoid robot every single hour. These two stories are more connected than you think. I wanted to show you two stories today, one about humans and one about robots, but really it's the same story. The demand for humanoid robots is creating an entire new economy around capturing how humans actually move, and the robots fed that data are scaling faster than anything you have ever seen in this industry. Hi there, I'm Rakul. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and let's get straight into it. Workers in factories are wearing cameras on their heads. Every hand movement they make, every adjustment, every shortcut are being recorded. They are basically getting the data and training the robots that would eventually replace them in the future. A video went viral on April showing rows of garment workers in an Indian factory with small cameras mounted on their heads, and they are sewing, basically handling fabric, repeating precise hand movements, and every second of it is being captured from first person's perspective. Now, no one has confirmed officially what that specific footage is for, but the theory that took over the internet is almost certainly right in the spirit, because the exact practice is happening at a scale across the world over 70 plus countries. It's called egocentric data collection. Companies need first-person video of humans doing physical tasks so robots can actually see that footage and learn to imitate those movements. And there's a massive shortage of this data. So a company called Micro One, which is based in Palo Alto, has recruited about 4,000 workers across 71 countries. They strap iPhones to their heads and film themselves folding laundry, washing dishes, and cooking. So they submit over 160,000 hours of video every single month. And guess what? Even that isn't enough. So, DoorDash, which is a pretty famous one in Australia. So they launched an app in March called Tasks. So it pays its 8 million US delivery drivers to film themselves doing household chores, folding clothes, making beds, loading dishwashers. DoorDash CTO called it building the frontier of physical intelligence. So they quietly excluded California, New York, and so on from this program. All the states with strict data privacy laws. So Scale AI has gathered roughly like about 100,000 hours of footage specifically for robotics training. In China, the government has funded over 40 dedicated humanoid robots, training centers where the workers in VR headsets repeat the same motion hundreds of times a day. And Bloomberg reported that Meta is putting tracking software on its own employees' computers, capturing mouse movements, keystrokes, random screenshots, all to train AI models that can mimic what humans can actually do. So this one comment under the viral factory video sum it up perfectly. First step, make humans work like robots. Second step, make humans teach robots to work like robots. The third step, fire all the humans. Now, that's the simplification, but the direction isn't wrong. And the next story shows you how fast the other side of the equation is moving. Because while humans are filming themselves folding towels to train robots, one company just figured out how to build those robots faster than anyone thought it possible. I saw this announcement and I had to read these numbers actually. 350 robots, 9,000 actuators, 1 robots per hour. So that's actually not a concept anymore. Figure AI just hit a production milestone that changes the conversation about humanoid robots entirely. So their factory called BotQ, which is located in California, is now producing 63 robots every hour. 4 months ago, it was just 1 per day. And that's a 24x increase in throughput under 120 days. They have shipped over 350 units, built more than 9,000 actuators. Their battery line is actually running at 99.3% yield. And every single robot goes through 8 functional tests before it leaves the building. So squats, shoulder presses, jogging, and literally exercise the robots to break them in. Now here's the part that doesn't get enough attention. Each robot they ship isn't just a product. It's a data engine. So every unit that goes into a real world feeds information back into their AI model called Helix. The more robots they run, the smaller the whole system gets. So it's like a flywheel. The more robots, more data. More data, the better AI. And the better AI, more useful robots. And this week, they actually announced something that genuinely got wild. Their Egocentric model, which is called System Zero, can now see. Basically use cameras to perceive terrain in 3D, stairs, ramps, uneven ground, and here's the kicker. It learned this entirely in simulation. Thousands of randomized terrains, then they put it into a physical robot and it just worked, and no fine tuning on real surfaces. Short transfer. Let me put that into a perspective. So these robots are being mass produced in a factory, trained in a virtual world, and then walking up real stairs on their first try. Figure is actually targeting a consumer price around $20,000, which is not too bad, I guess. That's actually less than a new car, isn't it? So their plan is to make 12,000 units this year, scaling to 100,000 over next 4 years. Now think about what we covered. So thousands of people around the world are filming themselves folding towels to generate training data. And here's the factory that is producing one robot per hour that's learning to navigate the physical world on its own. The supply side and the demand side of a human replacement are both accelerating at the same time. If you want to stay ahead on how AI is actually changing the world, follow me or hit that subscribe button. I share this one every week. See you on the next one.